So, having a little reflection today on the last year. I wasn't doing videos a year ago. And, you know, as I'm walking through this, it's still warm, little rainy day, Fort Greene Park, Brooklyn, squirrels about. So there's a squirrel. Hang on. New York squirrel burying its nuts. And reflects on the last 12 months. And 12 months ago, I was training for ultramarathons. Excuse me, very much in my head with that almost RoboCop mentality of I can do this. And consequently today I can barely exercise. I'm constantly racked in pain from overtraining last year and going into my head too much, saying I can do this. However, the last year has been a real shift for me, massive shift in terms of discovering my own higher consciousness and stopping thinking about things. And, you know, maybe the 1,000 people I met, probably more actually, that I met and connected with over the last 12 months. And some of them have been very influential, and some of them not so much, but, you know, became friends. I'm also reflecting, so I got a text this morning, I'm reflecting that someone I was close to that I had to disconnect from because of that person's choice of who they let into their, I use the term inner circle, but I constantly refer to circle of 5. To paraphrase Jim Rohn, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And that person started spending more time with someone that was totally wrong. And I felt it instantly. There was something off. So, unfortunately, I had to disconnect from that person, which is a shame. But that's life. So, you know, when we talk about our who we spend the most time with, very often those that we think are actually helping us and want well for us are those who are sabotaging us. Very often it's our family and closest friends that don't want us to do well, but wish us well, but don't want us to do well. And they don't want us to do well. Why? Because they don't want to lose us as family and friends. So here's the sad reality. You got to start dumping people out of your life quick if you want to move on. And yeah, if you're offended, so what? I don't care. This is a reality. We've got this circle of 5, we're the average of them. So if you want to raise yourself and raise your average and raise whatever it is in your life, and it's not just fiscal, this could be anything. It could be your fitness levels, could be your relationship things, it could be anything at all. You've got to look at this and say, okay, who are the 5 people I spend the most time with? Because they're the ones that are influencing you. Whether you realize it or not, they are the ones that are influencing you. Apart from the TV and the newspapers, which in my honest opinion, the most successful people I ever know in anything, relationships, money, whatever, don't watch the TV and don't read the newspapers. Load of garbage. Stop polluting your mind with that shit. So, that circle of 5, sometimes it's your family. I'm not saying disconnect from your family. I'm saying don't make them part of your 5. You know, unfortunately, my family, I had to disconnect from a lot of them because they're super negative. I can't allow that crap in my mind because what goes on in me reflects outwards and affects everything else. So I had to disconnect because I can't get personal development growth with someone pulling me down. It's like crab fishing. You put 1 crab in a bucket, it's fine. You don't need to put a lid on it. You put 2 in, you got to put a lid on it. Why? Because 1 will drag the other one back in, and that's life. So I got news from you, for you, late night, from Fort Greene, Brooklyn. Look at your circle of 5, and if they're the same 5 a year from now as they were last year, I've got news for you. You ain't growing none at all. 0, nothing, nada, gone backwards. Because if you're not growing when everyone else is, you're going backwards. So my circle of 5 last year was completely different to my circle of 5 this year. And next year it'll be different again. So look at yourself today and go, all right, where was I 12 months ago? which is, depending on how long you're planning on living, 1/100th of your life. Where was I 12 months ago? Where am I going to be 12 months from now? So what do I need to do to change that? You're not happy with what you're doing, you're not happy with your job, not happy with where you live, not happy with relationships. You got to change it. And you know what? You can change it right now. Get that toxic shit out of your life. So from, I'd say sunny Brooklyn, but it's warm, but it's, as they say in the UK, persisting down. Wishing you a next 12 months. Get in contact. The real Tony Cohen. Adios.